Let me just start this video now in case I don't film an intro. Hi guys, welcome to this vlog. Today we are going to Warwick University for an offer holder day for potential prospective students. I am one. Hello. So I am going to be vlogging today. I'm actually sleeping over and staying with a friend. You will see her later, Julie. I'm really excited because I love Warwick. I've been there before. This is not my first time, or my second time actually. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. I heard there's a taster lecture, there's gonna be a talk. Like, I'm just gonna try and get as much of that as I can. I'll see you guys. Made it. We're here. And we're late. Well, we don't even have time to be stopping and talking. We have to find the location.
I might get message.
I'm meant to be going to the Oculus. What time is it?
It's
It's
10:03.
Yeah, we're 3 minutes late, but it's fine. What do you say? Yeah.
Dude, you're in a video. Please, can you just not interrupt us? Mama, let's go.
Hello, editing me from the future. I realized this might not make sense because it went from us rushing to get to the building to us being in prep, which you're about to see, and my parents just explaining what happened, but I didn't actually get any footage while in the building. I'm really sorry. I was gonna bring up my phone a couple times, but the lecture hall that we were in was full with not just students but parents and families and kids as well. So it's like, even if I tried to raise my phone up a little bit, even like from this angle, there would be someone above me and like next to me, and I just said no, I don't need people like looking at me right now, you know. Trying to get used to filming myself in public. We'll get there, but not in this video. So I'm really sorry about that, but do enjoy my parents' opinion on the accounting and finance course. Hi. What is your opinion? Your opinion of the Warwick Business School?
I believe it's a very good school. I've been around. I've heard about the course modules, what you guys will be studying for the program, and it's quite extensive. You come out with a lot of knowledge and experience, because a lot of the work is practical, so that's equivalent to you having an experience in that area. So
You're like you're going for an interview.
I believe it's a good program, and I love the uni as well.
Thanks,
The business code is good.
Yeah, I really like it. Mommy, your turn. So, what do you think?
About the school? I think I like it.
Why do you like it?
Lovely atmosphere. The environment is very academic.
Yeah.
And I like the food area.
What do you like about the course?
I think from what I've seen so far, the students have a lot of opportunity to choose different areas they want to branch into, and the talk has been quite good.
And the program is wide, it's
But yes,
extensive.
it's extensive, so you have enough time to decide whether you're going accounting or finance or
Either way, or be best for the two.
Well done.
Okay, thanks parents. I like the school. And that's what matters the most. What would happen if you didn't like it and I liked it? I would still come here, you know.
So we are making our way back
To the car.
So it's been an amazing time. Kamsi, I think I love Warwick. I like the environment.
Yeah.
And you, Daddy, what do you think?
It's a super uni, man.
You want to come and do your degree again?
I've had enough. It's time to make money.
Just one more.
So I can pay for this one coming now.
One more, Daddy. Let's do one more. So you can be.
Okay, but if you're no, absolutely not. If you're gonna get a degree, you're going somewhere else.
And do you know, if I were to come to your school, I'd be in your department.
I know. That's the issue. That's the issue. Everybody will be in the same lectures
I'll
sometimes.
like I don't know you, Kamsi. I promise you.
I'll come for
like
you.
I don't know
Come
you.
to you for notes. Guys, it's the next morning and I'm very much ready for church. I'm waiting for Jubilee. We're going to church today, and I've just realized like I've really not gotten any content for you out here, and I think it's because this is not my first time. Like, part of me wanted to do like a cheeky accommodation tour, take you around campus and everything, but I've seen all the accommodations. Well, not all of them, but all of the ones that I'm like interested, like all the ones that are on Central Campus. I obviously love it here so much. But I know how you said you guys were gonna meet Jubilee. Jubilee is camera shy. She's literally not, but anyway. She is in the shower right now. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna do a vlog, or if I'm gonna sit down and input how I feel when I get home. But I literally just didn't film yesterday. Like, I was gonna film during the sessions, I guess, but I think I was surrounded by people and I was just like, I don't want to like put my camera out right now. But I really love being here, and this has made me want to work. I literally said like this weekend being when it was so perfect, because it's like I just finished exams and now I'm staying here for the weekend, and now from next week I'm like, let's get it cracking. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I know I'm holding the phone like that, but I'll see you guys later. So yeah, as you guys saw, that was the footage I got while I was Warwick. That was actually a week ago now, and I'm only now having the opportunity to film the sit down part of this, so I can actually like talk to you a bit more about how I found it and everything experienced, and just a couple things that I wanted to mention in this video. Obviously, I'm gonna put a disclaimer here now, I'm not a student, but I just thought it might be interesting to hear my perspective as a prospective potential student there. I've actually never mentioned this, but I'm applying to do accounting and finance at university. So I'm applying to the accounting and finance program at the University of Warwick. And so these are just my opinions based on what I've heard from friends and kind of my experience there this weekend. So first thing I'm going to talk about is my opinions on the course and the taster lecture. So obviously I'm applying to do accounting and finance. I don't do accounting or finance as an A-level. I don't even know if they are A-levels. My school doesn't offer it. So this was kind of my opportunity to actually hear what I'm going to be studying, like in any of my degrees really, but seeing how they break it down at Warwick. It was quite interesting actually. A lot of the stuff sounded like it's going to be hard work, but hard work is never really a bad thing, you know. One of the modules I'm particularly excited to do is the fintech one, which is like the mix between financial and tech, but I don't think I'm doing that until third year, so we'll have to wait. But the modules were like, they were broken down like really thoroughly. Like I know exactly what I'm going to be studying, things like that. I'm going to be based in the business school, which is nice. Like actually going into that building was really nice. It's quite modern. They have extra spaces for studying, and it felt quite good because obviously the business school is dedicated to business students, so people that are studying business management, international management, or accounting and finance at Warwick. So if you don't study those and you can't enter that building, like it's just exclusive. So obviously felt quite special about that. I didn't have any questions because they pretty much broke it all down. They had a couple students who were I think in second year there, so they were kind of giving us their experience and how much they help with finding internships and spring weeks and the careers, things that are available, etc. So it was like, I feel like I know what I'm going into, so I don't feel apprehensive in that sense. There was also a taster lecture during the day, which I loved. The taster lecture was for all of the business school students. Like it wasn't a separate one for people applying to do accounting and finance. So it was talking about how much like technology and things like that has influenced business, which was like what a section of my personal statement. So like having a lecture about that was just really exciting. But I would say like it was a bit hard to like contribute, because I feel like some of the things the lecturer was asking was very easy to answer if you did business A-level in comparison to doing economics, which I do. So obviously they're not different. People think they're very similar, and I thought they would be a lot more similar, but she was talking about business models and things that I hadn't come across before. But it was really interesting, and just being in a lecture hall was just like, damn, like this is really cool. I learned a lot. I even took notes. I have notes about the things that I learned in there. So it was really informative. I really enjoyed it. It's quite interactive, a lot more interactive than I thought. Obviously the lady said that there are going to be some lectures where they kind of have to give us information, things that are more technical, but it's more you can contribute in a lecture. So I thought that was nice, because I know my attention span, if I'm not able to talk in a lesson, then I probably will like phase out at some point. So that was really good. Overall, the student side of it, information class side of it, really enjoyed. It was really good. So now I'm gonna talk a bit about accommodations. Now, obviously, this is where my experience is obviously slightly capped. I have not lived and stayed at any accommodation for longer than one night, but I have, in the 3 times I've visited the university, I stayed in ensuite accommodation, shared accommodation, like in terms of shared bathroom, and off campus. So I think I can speak a little bit. Obviously, if you want more extensive information about accommodations, I was gonna say go on the website, but really and truly, if you want an honest opinion, you're gonna want to talk to someone that is a student. So find someone that is a student that you can talk to. But this time that I went, I stayed in an accommodation where there's a shared bathroom. I stayed at Roots, right? So going into it, I was kind of like, okay, I think my expectations were really, really low. But to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. I think I expected like the bathroom to be shared between like 8 people, like it was a kitchen, and the facilities to just not be like up to par. I thought Roots was going to be really, really small. I walked into my friend's room and I was like, there's a lot more space than I thought there would be. And she was like, yeah, that was literally my reaction when I came in, like on campus. Based on what I saw, the Roots corridors, like obviously you have the corridor of like accoms and stuff, but it was like broken up into sections. So like I think for every 3 rooms, or like maybe 3 or 4 rooms, there was 1 bathroom, 2 toilets, and then every room has its own sink. So obviously I showered there and I was like, first of all, there's a shower with hot water, there's a big mirror in the toilet, like there was enough space for me to get dressed in there. It genuinely wasn't that bad. Like it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Something to consider if you are applying to Warwick is, obviously I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to be applying for ensuite like bathroom. Like my priority is an ensuite bathroom. I'd rather have an ensuite room. But because the accommodations with shared bathrooms have lower rent prices, if you confirm it, then that extra money that you have that you would be spending on more expensive accommodations could come in handy later. And that's something I actually didn't consider until my friend said, like, yeah, obviously it's not ideal to be in a shared bathroom, but some people are spending £100 extra per week for their rent compared to what she's paying. So it's like you have extra money, because obviously SFE is not always the nicest. You don't always get as much as you expect from student finance. So honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't bad at all. Obviously, Lakeside I've stayed at as well. Lakeside, as far as I remember, because it's actually been a little while since the last time I stayed in Lakeside, but as far as I remember, it was quite far out from Central Campus. I think like 20 minutes or so to get there. Ensuite, it was nice. It was just like a standard room, to be honest. And then Westwood, which was completely off campus, the rooms were like when I entered the building, I was really shocked. Like I was just like, wow, this is like nice. Like it seemed like a really nice building, but the toilet seemed smaller than I expected, I think. But again, the room was big. So I'm like, it depends on what you want and like what you prioritize and what you want to get out of the experience. So obviously, if you want more information, go and talk to somebody that lives there for longer. Based on the few times I've been there, the accommodations that I went to were okay. I think I walked past, is it Bluebell? And the whole thing had LEDs around the building and it was all nice and stuff. And I looked at the rent and it was saying, I think like £218 a week. I said, I can buy my own LEDs. I don't need LEDs on my building if they're going to be charging that much. God, but yeah, it's up to you what you want. Like depending on the accommodation that you want, like choose for yourself. I'd also recommend actually going on campus if you can, even if there's no open day or something. Just like go and just see what you can see around the campus and things like that. So yeah, that was kind of my experience with accommodations. Not the worst in the world. I've heard other Midland universities tend to be cheaper with nicer rooms, so do with that what you will. Me, I don't know, I'm not a university student yet, but yeah. In terms of proximity to things and transport in general, so on campus there are scooters and bikes depending on what you want to use, and you have to download an app, and they charge you like 25p per minute or something for you to like ride around campus. Different stations where you can like put it back and like plug it back in and carry on with your day. So they have those. I was like, I kind of want to get my own scooter, but we'll see if I end up doing that. We'll see. In terms of getting around, what I've heard is that the thing about the Midlands in general, and I think I saw this a bit in Warwick, was everything's really close but really far. So to get somewhere by car could take you 5 minutes, but to walk could take you 20 to 25, even though it's the same journey. So I think the last time I was there, I spent money on like Uber, Bolt, just cabs in general, because I think I must have been doing a food shop with my friend. To get to Tesco took about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes in the cab, but to walk there, yeah, it was a bit of a drag. So that's the only thing that was like, I guess, difficult. But at the same time, depending on where you go, and specifically to uni, like the University of Warwick, the campus is quite nice. So if you're in the mood to walk, yeah, probably trying to avoid these cabs as much as possible and save money where you can. We'll see how I live when I get there, but it's possible to walk to places. It's just longer. But yeah, I think that's what it's like with most places. Like, it's obviously easier to get a car, to get a cab, but longer to walk. But I think it was quite weird the way that like Coventry as a city and like Warwick was set up. Everything seemed really close. When you look at it, it's really close, but to walk that distance took a lot longer than you think it would. So there was that to think about. And then on Sunday, I actually went to church with my friend. I went to Elim Church, Elim Coventry Church. I don't know. I just know it's called Elim. This was not my first time there, but it was quite different to the church that like I usually go to at home. I go to like an African, like Nigerian church, which is like obviously lots of prayer, like like intense prayer. But this one was like, it was really sweet, and it kind of allowed you to kind of just focus on God like in a more gentle way. Not something that I'm used to, but I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it. And if by the grace of God I go to work, I think I'll probably be going there, because it was just really, you got to focus on like the sweetness of the relationship with God and not like warfare for once, which was quite nice and just really relaxing to do. Obviously you're not going to church to relax, but I found myself just in worship like, oh, this is really, really nice, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad my friends took me to church with them. It's not too far from Warwick, like the school. It must have been, is it even up to 15 minutes on the bus? Oh, let me even tell you about the bus system. So obviously I live in London now, we have TfL. You don't have TfL in the Midlands, but the way the buses work is, I think if you're only going one journey, they charge you like £2. But if you're like going to be using the buses all day, like I don't think you spend like more than £4 in a day. So like you can use multiple buses for like £4, but if you're going once, it's like 2, which is obviously different from being in London. Right now my bus travel is free, but when I leave sixth form, it's not going to be free anymore. So I think it was okay. I think it wasn't too bad. Like if you want to be in the city centre, bus travel is not that expensive. I think I'd probably be taking the bus more. There's a bus stop like in central campus at the interchange where like the 12X will come and collect people to go wherever they need to go. So it's not like it's far from, you don't have to like leave the university and walk far away somewhere. Like there's a bus stop that's like right there. So that was actually something that I should have mentioned in the transport section, but I'll let you know now. Overall, I would say people would think that I'm a bit biased towards the university because I have friends there and it's not my first time there. But I really, really, really like it. And I've liked it since like April of year 12 or even before that. I don't really know how to pinpoint it. I just really like the school. It's quite essential like to other cities as well. Like on every road sign it was like, oh, Birmingham is really close to here. So obviously links to other places. I have friends that are going to be around in the Midlands and uni anyway, so it's like, okay, it's easy to get to you guys. But I just think I really liked it. Obviously there's things I'm gonna find out when I get there that might not be immediately what meets the eye right now, but to be honest, I'm excited and I'm praying that I go. Like, it was just really nice to meet people that I've connected with in different ways, and seeing them there in real life. I was a bit shy, but it's okay, we don't have to talk about it. But overall, I really like the university. I feel really comfortable on campus, like making my way around. I have an idea of what I'm doing ish, obviously. Being in the business school was really nice. Seeing the other buildings was really nice. The only thing is just there's just a lot of walking, but I just think that's uni life. Like, there's so many distances. Like, you would think you would want to drive, but there are some sections that are like you have to blockade it and you have to walk to carry on, or you have to like drive around. When my parents were trying to drive, trying to find a parking lot was not the easiest task. So I would say that on the offer holiday, they opened up the one car park that is usually for staff. But if I'm not like a staff, I don't know where, if you had a car, I don't know where you'd go. That is one thing I say. Yeah, if you're a driver, I literally don't know where you would park. I'm not sure where you would go to park, but since I can't drive, that's not really an issue for me at the moment. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time there. Pleasantly surprised by Roots for sure. I would say don't completely write it off if you're applying there and you want to put it down in terms of accommodations. It was nice to see potential classmates. My degree is quite diverse. Like, I was looking around the room and I was like, okay, I'm seeing a bit of everyone, so it's quite nice. I think that's something that was important to me as well, like seeing my course as well, seeing my course mates. But guys, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope it was as informative as it can be. If you have any more extensive questions, please go and find someone that goes to the university. If I'm not there again before September or before October, and I go there this autumn coming, then I will get that to you. Because I know when I was looking on YouTube, there wasn't that much work content online, and there was some, but a lot of it was kind of like old, so I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you like, comment, share with your friends. Anyone that might be applying to uni, anyone that's in year 13 looking at accommodations, anyone that's in year 12 that's thinking about UCAS and uni at the moment, all that kind of thing. I hope this was as helpful as it could be from a prospective student's perspective. Why? From a prospective student's perspective. Yeah, I got it right. Okay, yeah. But I'll see you guys next week for my next video. Bye.